Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum students. I hope all of you are in good health and enjoying online classes. Students, we are studying chapter 6, Trade and Commerce. Today's topic of discussion are stock exchange and banking, that are important financial sectors and important sporting occupations for industry and trade and commerce. So we will talk about these, so you will be able to learn about stock exchange, stocks and shares, and banking. Students, let's see what is the stock exchange. It is an organized marketplace used for trading, where members and dealers buy and sell shares, stocks of publicly traded companies on behalf of their clients and investors. Before discussing how a stock exchange works, let's see what are some important, let's talk about some important terms like shares and stocks. What are they? Shares refers to your ownership in any specific company. However, stocks refer to your overall ownership in one or more companies. Students, shares and stocks have very minor difference. Shares refers the ownership of a particular company, while stock is a collection of share. So if you own a share in any company, you will share the company's profit, and so you are called a shareholder. Similarly, another important term is stock index. It is an index that measures a stock market that helps investors compare current price level with past price to calculate market performance. It means it is a tool used by investors to describe the market and to compare the return on specific investment. It means it shows what was the performance of a stock market in the previous years and what is its performance in this year. So you can find out the difference. For example, KSC, that is Karachi Stock Exchange 100 Index, is a measurement of the value of 100 selected stocks listed on the Karachi Stock Exchange. It means that 100 is showing the stocks or the companies that are listed on the Karachi Stock Exchange. So the values of these 100 companies or stocks are measured as an index, as a base. Students, running a large business, whether it is manufacturing or selling, is very expensive. Not everyone can run a large business, so many people invest their money by buying and selling shares in a business concern or industry. So for this purpose, stock exchange is the best place. In a stock exchange, when a company decides to sell some prices or shares of stocks to different investors in order to raise some money, so these shares are then listed on a specific stock exchange. And then brokers, students, brokers are the professional or a person who arranges transaction between a buyer and seller for a commission. They are licensed to make trades with security exchanges. So brokers at the exchange work to connect the individual who owns shares of stocks in a company with those who wants to buy those shares. So they help the buyer to buy the shares and the other persons who want to sell their shares. So once the shares are listed, the company does not get any more money when they are traded. Students, when the shares are bought or sold on the stock exchange, there is a hope that the business will be successful and will make a profit. These profits, after all other expenses are paid, are divided among the shareholders. If the firm or company is doing well, they may get good dividends, and that is the share of profits. And if the business is bad, they may get little or nothing. In a stock exchange, hundreds of highly skilled workers sit at computer screens or telephones connected to many of the world's capital. As nowadays, because of the internet facilities, it is very easy to connect in any part of the world. So all these workers buy shares on behalf of their clients, and these workers are known as brokers. The people working in the stock exchange make their money by charging their clients a small percentage of the money they handled for them. So for the brokers, buy or helps or arrange transaction between a buyer and a seller for a commission. So this is how stock exchange works. In a stock exchange, the prices of shares are changing all the time, even minute by minute. So according to how a particular company is doing and according to political issues and many other factors. Students, the prices of share depends on the working or on the performance of a company, and similarly the situation of a country. What are the political issues in that country? For example, if the government has good political policies, it is working good, it will cause investors to invest. But if the government has some issues, it is weak, it is becoming weak, the investor will not invest the money. Similarly, there are many other factors like current events, for example civil war or terrorist attacks, natural calamities like floods, earthquakes, interest rate, or an imbalance in supply and demand. So all these are the factors that affect the stock exchange or the performance of a company. So if a company has a poor year of profit, the share price falls, and if it has a good year or buys up a rival firm, the price of share rises. The object of investor is to buy shares when the price is low and sell when it is high. But students, remember, it is a very difficult task because millions of people all over the world are doing the same thing. They are sitting in their stock exchange to buy and sell different shares, and although there are chances of exceedingly good returns in short time and savings are secured and you always have a chance to earn huge profits, but still there are the chances of loss, as millions of rupees can be made or lost in a few moments. Students, here you can see this is the current stock prices or current picture of stocks exchange taken from the Pakistan Stock Exchange Limited. Here on the left side of is the name of the companies, and then is the in the first column it is LDCP. LDCP mean the last day closing price, when the share closes last day, and then when what is the rate at its opening, when it is high, low, and similarly there is the change, and again the last column is about the volume. Students, remember, volume is the number of share that changed hands during a given day. It means if there is high volume of trading in particular stock, that naturally means that the investors are interested in buying or selling. So volume जो है वो शो करता है कि किसी भी स्टॉक मार्केट में जो है वो किसी भी कंपनी के स्टॉक्स जो हैं या शेयर्स जो हैं वो कितने ज़्यादा जो है वो सेल हुए हैं. बट रिमेंबर, इफ़ द वॉल्यूम और प्राइस आर ऑन राइज, it means investors are betting the company do well. But if the volume is up but the price is down, so it means that more investors are looking to sell. So volume is very important. If the volume is more or it is high, is increasing, and with that prices also increases, it means that the company is doing well, the people are interested to buy its share. While if the price is down and the volume is up, it means that the company is not performing well. So there are the indicators that shows whether the company is in profit or in loss. Students, you must read some business page of any newspaper. As on this page there are the activities of stock exchange and national and international trade. So all these things are reported on this business newspaper. Similarly, there are the news. If you watch on the TV, they tell us about the latest activities or latest stock exchange rates. As if you can see on the screen, this one is taken from the website of PSX, that is Pakistan Stock Exchange Limited, and it also tells us about the market summary and market activity and what is the prices and what is the change and what is the trend of different companies. Students, let's discuss what are the function of stock exchange. A stock exchange performs a lot of functions, and the foremost function is as the barometer of as an economic barometer. Students, stock exchange is the backbone of the economy of any country. It is a reliable barometer to measure the economic condition of a country. If there is rise in stock exchange, it is performing well, it is doing well, it means the economy of that country is very good. Similarly, it promotes the habits of saving and investments. Another important function is the liquidity. That means to provide a ready market for the sale and purchase, and the presence of stock exchange market gives assurance to investors that their investment can be converted into cash whenever they want. So liquidity mean uh, to convert your investment into cash whenever you want. Similarly, mobility of funds. Because of the stock exchange, people used to invest in different projects, and it plays a very important role in mobilizing of saving. So by investing in various projects, people earn a lot of money, and similarly it boosts industrial and economic development. Another important function of stock exchange is that it helps or companies or provides companies an opportunity to attract foreign investment. And as you know, foreign investment is very important for the development of any country. If there are more foreign investments, it means there are the more chances of raising the stock exchange or the economic development in that country. Students, stock exchange also protects its investors, and there is a safety in stock transaction, because the companies or the securities that are listed in stock exchange, they have to follow some rules and regulations. They have to submit various documents and give undertaking, and they have to follow these rules and regulation very strictly. So this ensures safety in fund or stock transactions. Similarly, it ensures the investors that their funds or their money or their saving or is protected. Similarly, because of all these laws and rules and regulations and paperwork, there is the control on the companies. They have to follow all these rules and regulations. So all these are the function of a stock exchange. Let's see what are the stock exchanges in Pakistan. Students, there are three main stock exchanges in Pakistan, that is Karachi Stock Exchange, KSE, Lahore Stock Exchange, LSE, Islamabad Stock Exchange, ISE. And the largest exchanges in the world are London Stock Exchange, New York Stock Exchange, Australia Stock Exchange, Tokyo Stock Exchange, Toronto Stock Exchange, and Karachi Stock Exchange. It is also one of the largest stock exchanges in the world, and it is performing and doing very well. So student, that's all about stock exchange. So let's talk about banking. Student, banking are the huge international businesses and are very important in sporting industry, trade and commerce. So let's see what is the banking. A bank is a financial institution licensed to receive deposits and make loans. Banks may also provide financial services such as wealth management, currency exchange, and safe deposit boxes. In most countries, banks are regulated by national government or central banks. Students, the function of banking have been in existence even in ancient civilizations, where temples served the purpose as they were supposed to be safer than other places. So there are records of Egyptian, Greek, and Roman banking practice in the pre-Christian era. The word bank comes from the Latin bancum, that means a bench like table used by Italian bankers or the merchants. These Italian merchants make deals to borrow and lend money beside a bench, and they placed the money on that bench. So from there the word bankum and the bank comes from. Although the function of banking have been in existence in ancient civilization, but the Romans, the great builders and administrators, took banking out of temples and established uniform banking law throughout their empire. So they are the first one who set up the proper banking system. There are different types of banks: cooperative banks, mutual banks, foreign exchange banks, industrial banks, central banks, retail banks, agricultural banks, online banks, and private banks. But different banks according to the requirement of the country. So, a bank has to perform certain functions. The primary functions of a bank are: the first one is to share and keep customers' money as long customers' money safe until they need it. And the second one is lend money to people and businesses as long as the latter can offer security for the money they have borrowed. And when they repay the money, they have to pay interest, which can be quite considerable. Similarly, another important function of bank is invest customers' money in the stock market to make money for their own shareholders. It also settles customer debts by paying the money from customers' accounts. And another important function of bank is buying and selling of foreign currencies. And by buying and selling foreign currencies, it is hoping to make a profit on such dealings. Students, these are the primary function of a bank. Why do you think that business sometimes need to borrow money? Bank also gives loans to businesses which need to borrow money because they want to expand, or maybe they want to buy and stock goods. Similarly, there are the possibility that they take loans from the banks to pay added staff and to add equipments as the business expands. Similarly, there are the chances to branch out in a new line and for advertising. So for all these purposes, different businesses needs loan, and that they take from the banks. And obviously banks gives them loans and charges interest from them for their services and loans. There are some secondary function of a bank that most of the banks perform, like providing safe custody of different things, providing safes or lockers, paying your utility bills, interbanking transactions, similarly issuance of credit cards. So all these are the secondary functions that generally a bank performs. Let's see what is the banking in Pakistan. Students, the oldest bank in Pakistan is the State Bank of Pakistan, and after independence, Muhammad Ali Jinnah took action to establish a central bank in Pakistan, which resulted in the new founding of State Bank of Pakistan, with its headquarters to be based in Karachi. As State Bank of Pakistan is the central or the main bank of the Pakistan, it has to perform so many duties. The role of State Bank of Pakistan is very vast. For example, it has to keep reserves of currency like currency, gold and silver. Similarly, it also plays the role of bankers bank. It supervises other banks and financial institutions. Similarly, it formulate and implement monetary policies. Similarly, it has the control of credits. It also keep reserves of foreign exchange, which is very necessary for a country. It regulates the issuance of currency notes. So it also plays a very important role in economic growth. It supervises other banks. So there are so many functions that State Bank perform. That is the main or the central bank of the Pakistan. There are some other banks who are working in Pakistan, like Standard Chartered, Faisal Bank, Bank Al Falah, NBP, UBL, Muslim Commercial Bank, the Bank of Punjab. So all these banks are working in Pakistan and providing facilities to industry, commerce and different businesses. That's all for today, students. And your home task is to read the topics from your book and write short answer of the following question in your neat notebook. You have to describe any two functions of banking. Remember, only two functions of banking. You can find it from your book, or you can also find the answer of this question from the lecture. Okay, take care. Thank you. Allah Hafiz.